The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode number 155. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whenever it is, and however it is you're doing it. We very much appreciate it. I cannot believe that it has been 155 times we said hello to one another, but yet here we are. My name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting across from me is the game changer herself, Jess.
Hello.
Hello. Sitting to the right of me is the Trail Master of Puppets himself, Udi.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We think that you will find the water to be very warm. We are a very honest Disneyland podcast here, so we will tell you how it is, the way we see it.
Yep.
And that's just how we are. If you are a return guest, well, welcome home. Tonight's show is brought to you by you guys, you listeners out there in Patreon land. And if you'd like to be part of the LTP family, we make it super easy. You can go to leavingtodaypodcast.com, click on the Patreon logo, and you can find all the details there. Also, Instagram, we have a link tree thingy. We have all of our stuff on there as well.
A link tree thingy.
Yes.
Very hip and technical.
A link tree
Very
thingy. We have, all that good stuff's on there. You can also support us by going to tpublic.com and searching for Leaving Today Podcast, but we have those links for you on there. What else is going on? Well, we are pretty much in the third quarter of 2022. The summer is now officially here. The park is in full swing, and I'm only telling you this because people like to come back and listen to the show, and they want to know where we are in the world and what's going on. So we'll be talking about the news tonight. We'll be talking about, let's see, we have the news. Maybe the randomizer might show up per request. And then we're going to bring back a favorite section of ours called LTP Therapy. We submitted quite a few, we submitted a few questions. We got a lot of good answers. We will unpack those and walk you through them, take you off the Disney ledge, as it were.
I like it.
Yeah. Tonight's opening question is this. Where is your favorite spot in the park to people watch? The rest of the LTP has not had any time to think about this because I just sprung it on them right now. It came to me as we were doing our live show. Where is your favorite place to people watch? Those of you driving, please keep your hands on the wheel. Don't go, I know, like Jess is raising her hand. Udi has an answer, but Jess clearly has an answer. Do you have a question? Is it
I have an answer.
Oh, I thought it might be a qualifying
I've
question.
got one too.
I have an answer.
Is
Okay.
it okay? It can be either park, but let's just stick. You want to do both parks?
Yeah, let's do one from both parks.
Okay.
Ooh, and now you know what? I'm just gonna go crazy right now. We're gonna add Downtown Disney too.
Perfect. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Can we start with Disneyland?
Okay.
You can start however you like, Jess.
Where do you go?
Rise of the Resistance.
You like
coming out?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
That's your favorite spot to people watch.
Sitting there watching people. Yeah, shocker that is what came out of Live Out.
I get it.
Sitting there watching people come off of that attraction.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say. Okay.
You know, there are moments she surprises me.
Yes.
That's a hard one to argue.
You can't argue it very much, no.
You know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, to see people come off of there, because I can only, go back in my mind and think of how we looked
Mm-hmm.
when we got off.
Yeah.
And me being able to see your expression and your reaction
Yeah.
alone was, it was amazing. So, like, you sit right there, just right on that ledge, and just watch people come out of that, and...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's everyone's saying the same thing, but it's
Yeah.
just really cool.
Yep.
So that's my Disneyland one.
Okay.
I like it. Wow.
Okay.
Mine, you may know of.
Small World.
No.
I don't know.
The Porch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good one.
Very, very good.
On Main Street, you get to watch everybody coming in, coming out. Have a drink or ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And, throw your feet up and chill. I like it there.
Yep. That's a great spot. In the same vein right there, I'm going to say the Hub, and with one of the benches facing towards down Main Street, because you have a mix of people coming into the park, you've got a mix of people leaving, you have a mix of people going to probably Adventureland or Frontierland that you can see, and everyone's all smiles, everyone's happy. You've got people having ice cream, people having corn dogs, people having churros, just sitting around laughing and just having a good time. And that is something that I do think about sometimes when I miss the park.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, last time I was there, I sat there and just videotaped it for like 30 seconds. Videotaped it. Look at me. I put it on my iPhone and just like recorded the whole ambience and video. Just kind of said nothing, but just kind of did it just to get the vibe. And I do refer to that once in a while. So that is my favorite spot. I can also see people over at Jolly Holiday and Plaza Inn to make sure that they're picking up their trash after they eat. That's what I like to see too.
Do you go after them, Mark?
No, I do not. Although, no, I mean, not if I wasn't trying to find a place to sit. I would probably say something, but I wouldn't just get up off the bench and go yell at anybody. But okay, now let's do DCA. Do we have a favorite people watching spot in DCA? I enjoy watching people leave DCA. I'll just say that. I'm joking.
I like... That's a hard one.
I got one.
Go
You
ahead,
want me to
Rudy.
go?
Go ahead.
Because it might inspire you.
Well, I have one, but it's go ahead.
The Incredicoaster. Right along the edge.
Oh, like watching them take off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
okay,
we know what they're in for.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that moment. When you have the countdown, the whole thing.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Solid answer right there. I'm going to also say, since I don't usually like to go on Grizzly River Run, I'm usually that guy that holds stuff, backpacks for people. But I enjoy sitting right there, watching people come off of Grizzly River Run, and they are just like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so wet. Why'd you drag me on that thing?" I love that argument, and it's so funny to me because I just enjoy being in that part of the park. It's always funny, but I probably will go on that ride again when it's warm. Anyways, that's my DCA spot. Jazz?
I have it narrowed down to 2.
Okay, well, you can say 2 then.
So, where 13 and I sit at Grizzly and watch people come down the hill.
Yes.
And then get blasted by the cannons underwater.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good spot.
Can't you get wet there, though, too, sometimes? You can't?
Not if you sit facing, after the drop. So you're watching them come down and you're betting if they're going to get hit by the geysers.
Yeah.
Or upstairs when you used to be able to eat at Wine Country up there before they turned it into the Magic Key.
Oh.
That's a good place people watch because you've got your wine and you're just watching, especially when the sun's going down and the lights start to turn on, especially in Cars Land.
Never been up there.
That's the only place I'd eat.
Okay.
When I would eat there, I would always request it upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my spot.
Awesome. Now, do you have a spot for Downtown Disney?
I can come up with one.
Okay.
Go first, though.
Uva Bar, right in the middle.
It's a good circular spot.
Yep.
I've never been in there, but I know exactly what you're talking about and why you would choose that.
Yep.
Yeah. Huh.
Uva or...
Oh.
No, Ballast isn't bad either, but you don't really get a good view of people. No, I wouldn't. I want to go to Ballast.
Okay.
It'd have to be Uva Bar.
Does Disneyland Hotel, is that considered
Yes.
downtown Disney?
Sure.
Okay, the fireplace right outside of Trader Sam's.
Great spot.
That's a good spot. Just
Excellent.
Because it's quiet. It's very peaceful. And if you're there late at night, it's all the kids crying and, tired parents and angry children and angry parents, and it's just fun to watch.
You might see a cat or two out there, too.
You definitely will.
Uh-huh. That is a great spot for people watching. Huh. Shoot.
You can do it, Mark.
I can do it, and it can't be one of your places, though, huh? Oh, I guess it could be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
It could be.
It could be? Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to say Trader Sam's as well, because it's always... Everyone's happy there, and it's funny... Because you get a mix of people, you overhear them ordering that maybe this is their first time there. Oh, it's the first time here and there, and that part's always exciting to hear what they come up with. And I never talked to them, but I'm thinking, well, if it's your first time, how did you guys end up at this location? Because it's off the beaten path, and good for you for finding it. So that's a good thing for me. Anyways, so that is our opening question. Thank you so much for playing. Now, as you listeners out there do listen to it, please feel free to comment on Instagram what your favorite spot is. I'd like to hear that as well. Maybe I'll add that to the interview question, and we can add that along with our last question too, our last show's question too, about what is your favorite attraction vehicle? Mm-hmm. Okay, with that out of the way, now let's go over to the news.
Listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
Okay. First news item here.
No.
It is, because this happens today. What is today? Today, is it June 29th? June 28th?
28th.
June 28th. Disney board votes unanimously to extend CEO Bob Chapek's contract by 3 years. Woohoo! As rumored just a few days ago, the board of the Walt Disney Company has voted to extend CEO Bob Chapek's contract another 3 years. The vote, which took place at the board's annual retreat in Florida, was unanimous. Chapek is also a member of the board. With just 9 months left on Chapek's contract, many were speculating that the unpopular CEO would be removed. However, the board has continuously been supportive of Chapek. Disney was dealt a tough hand by the pandemic, yet with Bob at the helm, our businesses, from parks to streaming, not only weathered the storm, but emerged in a position of strength, said Chairman Susan Arnold. In this important time of growth and transformation, the board is committed to keeping Disney on the successful path it is today, and Bob's leadership is key to achieving that goal. Bob is the right leader at the right time for the Walt Disney Company, and the board has full confidence in him and his leadership team. Chapek recently, hold on for a second, Jess, fired Peter Rice, who was a suggested CEO replacement. Though the board does support them, several Disney insiders have told members of the press that they didn't have faith in the CEO. Yes, Jess.
Did they have mail-in ballots too?
Yes, they did.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
You almost had me do a spit take.
I was hoping that you were gonna.
Interesting.
Wow.
Here we are.
I thought that'd make you laugh. I feel better about myself now. Sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
All
You
right,
take
all
that.
right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
He's a piece of crap. Why?
Well, Disney today.
No.
Disney closed
not-
at.
Okay.
Disney closed at 96.85 today. They're down about 40% of where they
Okay.
normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we got. Okay. I
You
have.
like him?
Here we go.
No. In a
Okay.
word, no.
Yes. Okay.
But I have made the comment often.
Mm-hmm.
He is the devil we need right now.
And I understand that, but do we need that for 3 more years?
Yep.
See, I don't think
Yep.
so.
No. Because you gotta understand.
He can always be removed.
Yep. No.
He
No.
can be?
He
Sure,
won't.
of course.
Okay. He won't be.
He won't be.
He will not be, because I will tell you this right now. The people who didn't like him, in my opinion, and I have no evidence, I guess,
Okay.
I have my gut and my feeling. The people who do not like Bob Chapek on the board are ideologues.
Okay.
Okay? They have a agenda to push. That is kind of normal with any kind of corporation. You're going to have people who believe a company should go in one way or another. But with everything that Disney has been going through, all the backlash hasn't ended yet. Okay? It has not ended yet. They need to recover. Down to what?
94.
94.
Per share?
Yeah.
It's like 96 and change.
Okay.
And what was it? What was its highest? recently?
140 something?
Let me see. A year ago, let's see.
I sold mine. I got rid of it.
Okay.
Well,
I'm about to buy more.
Are you?
I'm about to buy some.
on my birthday, happened to be on my birthday 155.44 share.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just looking
Now,
right
now here we go. The reason why I think they up them again is because I think the majority of the people there that have that say recognize what he's going to do. The article mentions that they're, unprecedented time, and that is true. I mean, we've talked about it often about pandemic and the park and recovery. All big, once in a lifetime kind of things to deal with, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you do coming out? You gotta have a kind of a hard-nosed approach to getting the money and getting the company profitable. Now,
Well, actually, at this point last year, it was trading at 173.98 a share.
yeah,
Okay.
So I'm just like, no.
yeah. So anyway, so you got to look at that. You got to understand what the company is going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not only from a marketing, a park, but you got to look at. I mean, we're gonna go into. I think we're gonna talk about Lightyear. Lightyear is bombing. Okay.
Sure it is.
And you got to remember that probably a lot of these projects or whatever were there in place before him.
Okay.
All of the mere fact, and I think I made the comment when we talked about it last episode that he fired the TV guy.
Yeah.
That was to me a huge signal telling people, you don't know what I'm going to do. At the end of the day, you can think whatever you want to think, but if I don't think you're going to fit, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
That was a massive shot across the bow to anybody who feels, oh, they can't get rid of me. Oh, I'm too high. Oh, my ideas, I have too many people backing me. Blah, blah, blah. You go up and down.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just took one guy and said, lop, off with your head.
Right.
Done. Now, that, in my opinion, now looking at it, that the board extended him, I'm like, okay, yeah. That, he knew that was coming. He knew
Right.
they were going to extend him. And now he said, now, when you get word that I'm getting extended, that what I did right there, don't think I will not do it again. That
Sure.
was his proverbial, like, get your crap in order or you are done at Disney. I don't care who
That was his
you
warning
are.
shot. I got it.
Correct.
Yeah, no, I understood that, and I can totally respect that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't envy him
No.
to be going through
No.
to have because he's getting a lot of the blame. And we shall see what his decisions are in the next 12 months. And no, I know that the parks are doing good, but again, I still think the parks we're having that Denny syndrome where we didn't have it for so long that anything you do will actually be good, which is what's going on. So we'll see when the other shoe drops with these annual passes, his magic keys coming up soon.
Yep.
To see if they listen to people.
You know, when D23, comes around, what are we, a month?
When is that? Is that in September or
I think
August?
it's in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I got to look. But anyway, we're a month or two away. Okay?
Yeah.
When they unveil, because I said it before, they're going to unveil new AP.
Yeah,
They're
they
going
will.
to. That will be
$3,000 a person.
well, no. That will be a good tell. That would be a very good tell about what the idea is going forward.
Well, we'll see. It's going to tie into another story we have where, that luxury vacation thing sold out in pre-sales. And you talk about $109,000 a person.
110, yeah.
110, yeah. And that sold out before it even hit the public.
Yeah, but okay.
What?
Well,
But so they might be thinking, well, we can justify these crazy prices for annual passes.
yeah, they could, but that kind of thing is catering to the high hand. So it is a different type of person you're going to be dealing with.
Yeah.
Yep,
for sure.
Yeah, these people are going to be getting APs or they don't need to get an AP.
Right. These are
They don't need it. Yeah, whatever.
These are the Club 33 members.
Correct.
And
they don't care.
Right. Okay. Well, next news item then. Early theme park entry, preferred access to dining reservations available starting August 8th for Disneyland Resort Hotel guests. Disneyland Resort Hotels have a new offerings starting this summer. Starting August 8th, Disneyland Resort Hotel guests will be able to visit the theme park 30 minutes before they open to regular guests.
Okay.
Yawn. Okay.
I mean, not worth it.
Give it an hour, right?
Yeah.
Or 30 minutes. Valid park administration and a park pass reservations are still required for early entry, just like at Walt Disney World. Early entry will be available every day at Disneyland Park and DCA, with select attractions, dining, and shopping open to hotel guests. Preferred dine access will offer you as a Disneyland Resort Hotel guest the opportunity to have preferred access to a limited number of reservations at select hotel table service restaurants during the dates of your hotel stay. Reservations are still subject to availability and may not be available on holidays or during special events. And then summer pool parties will be beginning daily at all 3 Disneyland Resort hotels from July 1st to August 31st. These pool parties, including games and music, will be a half hour and include visits from Disney characters. That's something new. I have not heard about any kind of pool party.
No.
Jess is not. Oh, I can tell Jess is not happy about having a pool party. Jess, speak to us. What's wrong with the pool party?
Stupid.
Okay, and that is Jess's deep insight. Her Thank you, Jess. Thanks for showing up.
Do you know how often the Disneyland pool closes because a kid poops in the pool?
Oh, Jess, don't go there.
I'm serious.
Okay,
So all you
Often.
need is all these people that are going to pay all this money, and then they're like, oh, sorry, we got to shut down because a kid pooped in the pool, and then you don't get your refund. Sorry, no refunds. And then they get your money, and Mickey and Minnie don't have to come out and tolerate children in 105-degree heat. Because never once did I see a child poop in a pool.
Okay.
But there's been probably 10 to 15 times that they've closed that pool down because that's what they said happened.
Yeah.
And we could not swim.
Well,
Hashtag just saying.
just saying. I mean, I don't think these pool parties are going to be much. I mean, I think these are geared.
Poop parties?
These are going to be geared for kids, clearly, and what Mickey Mouse is going to wave to them or something, and there's going to be like some sort of.
But how much?
Well, it's a perk.
Just of staying there?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it isn't like an upcharge.
So then they're going to raise the hotel prices, is
Sure.
what you're telling me.
Well, no, 'cause they
Maybe.
have to get that discounts for. I mean,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
That's right.
So, the dining reservations at hotel restaurants. Well, is even there a restaurant at Paradise Pier? There is, right?
Yeah, the breakfast. It's the Lilo and Stitch one.
Oh, okay. Well, this must be about Grand California and Disneyland Hotel. I don't think that's a big perk. That's not a hard get. We'll see. I mean, I guess they're doing something. When someone says, "Oh, this is the least I can do," this sounds like this is what this is to me. It's the least I can do. Yeah, we'll let you in like a half an hour. Okay, by the time I get to the gate, scan in, get to where I'm going, that leaves me about 18 minutes to do something, right? Okay, great. All right. Well, the next news item is this. Buzz says Space Mountain at Disneyland will be replaced with Lightyear Mountain as part of Tomorrowland overhaul.
No.
It is.
No.
Hold on, Jess. You have a question, or are you doing?
No, yes.
It is well known. It is well known at this point that the long-awaited overhaul of Disneyland's Tomorrowland is on the way.
When?
Thank you for asking. With an announcement of the project expected to be made at the D23 Expo in September. There's been much speculation about what new and exciting attraction Disneyland might add to the thematically incoherent mess left behind by the 1998 overhaul. But the release of Disney and Pixar's Lightyear has shed some light on the project. Throughout the film, Buzz Lightyear makes use a launch platform inside of a large structure. As the movie progresses, the structure looks more and more familiar. By the end of the film, the structure has a shadow silhouette that is unmistakably that of Space Mountain. Yeah, we're looking at a picture of it right now. So,
I don't know. Looks pretty dope to me.
rumor has it that Space Mountain at Disneyland will be overhauled, not simply receiving an overlay like Hyperspace Mountain or Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy to represent the Lightyear film as the centerpiece of Tomorrowland overhaul. Under construction for the next few years, this rumor seems somewhat confirmed by the clear presence of the structure in the film. Well, There's other stuff about the story, but that is the gist of it. What are your thoughts on this?
Go ahead, Rudy.
No.
Why? I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just curious.
Why?
Why not?
No. Why? No.
Why not?
No. Why not is not a good argument to the contrary.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yep.
No, because why not? Hey, why not eat, an extra 20 pounds of meat because you'll be dead? Why not have 3 more beers because you'll be dead?
But were you happy?
Doesn't matter. No. But my point is, why not is not a good argument. Just because is not a good argument.
I know it's
no.
not. I'm just thinking the way. Actually, I know their answer.
Okay, does Space Mountain need an overhaul?
I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Again, you can blow up. We
Hold on.
Wait.
Is Space Mountain in any way, shape, or form problematic?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. We've made the comment often.
Mm-hmm.
You can blow up almost the entirety of it, but you do not need or should or anything Space Mountain. Leave it alone. I mean, really, I think that is the only thing we've ever said don't touch.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it.
You don't need to touch it.
Why would you go right to the jugular? You have so much to do in that land.
Because then they can destroy it, and then they can tear it down and put Tron there instead.
No, well, if they're going to make it into a Tron thing, then we can talk. But even then,
I wouldn't trade Tron for Space Mountain.
No, wait. We could talk, but I'd still say, no, you're crazy. But anyway, you could give me that would give me a minuscule of an argument. But I would still say no. No.
I mean, and it's not that I'm just...
No.
The way that Space Mountain is right now, the way it looks up against the skyline, is very iconic.
How?
Right?
Yeah.
And it is just something. It's another symbol, like the Matterhorn that you can see. Tomorrowland needs a whole lot more than what this is.
Oh yeah.
And I just can't imagine this even coming to fruition. Why would you even allocate money for this? When there's so many other things that you want to be doing. I mean, even if I love the idea, I don't think you should mess around with it.
That would be like the plan or the double, triple Z agenda item.
Yeah.
Very, very. And when we get to it, we'll get there.
Fair.
Right. And if they're talking about shutting this thing down for 2 or 3 years, you got to be out of your mind.
Out of your freaking mind.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the way I look at it, if you're going to redo and retheme and do Tomorrowland correctly, you need to keep something alive. If you go right to space, nobody walks in there.
Hey, they've got brand new adventures at Star Tours.
Yeah. Not enough. Not with Batu right down the way. Not enough. So my point would be, you do Mountain very last, if at all. Anyway.
Okay.
So no.
Well, we'll see what's announced in September. I do hope that something from Tomorrowland does get announced, but I hope this ain't it.
Right?
Right.
Oh, man. No doubt.
No doubt. Next news item: Adventures by Disney's $110,000 private jet to parks around the world sells out in pre-sales. The extremely expensive trip to parks around the world in the private jet plane completely sold out in pre-sales several days ahead of the public sale date. Pre-sales for the trip opened on June 20th for previous Adventures by Disney guests who have traveled on 3 or more adventures. On June 22nd for all previous Adventures by Disney guests, and on June 24th for Golden Oak residents. 75 tickets were available for this 24-day adventure. Guests will stop at every Disney park across the world, as well as 3 additional landmarks: the Taj Mahal, the Pyramids of Giza, and the Eiffel Tower.
Wow.
The real-life Soarin' adventure will fly out on July 9th and return on August 1st. This is 2023. The only one private trip is currently scheduled. Adventures by Disney is asking their guests to join a wait list. Adventures by Disney will likely schedule more flights to accommodate the demand. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of offended that they didn't contact us to see if we wanted to do this
I know.
as,
I'm going to go.
advertisement. But that's just me.
So if you are, I mean, sure, if I had the money, and
No, I mean, I'm reading about it right now.
it's a once-in-a-lifetime trip.
Oh, my God, yeah. If I had the coin, I would have been like, done.
Absolutely.
Not going to lie.
I'm not. Yeah. Not gonna lie either.
Wow.
I mean, it's cool, but
Yeah, if I had that FU kind of money like that, yep.
But
that's a lot of money.
that is. I mean, that's
No,
a house.
yeah.
Or it's a strong down payment for a house.
Or Corvette. But hey,
I mean, teaches them.
Sure. But again, so Disney must know what they're doing by marketing this to certain people, right?
I mean,
it's-
only 75, and where they went, That is going to be a who's who of people with moolah on that trip.
Yeah. They're going to be snotty, rich-nosed people.
Nah, don't always get on.
Or John Stamos. Those are your 2 options,
Okay, well, I'll go with
Disney
Stamos any day.
influencers.
Yeah.
probably.
Yep.
I like John Stamos' idea.
Yeah, I'd go with Stamos.
I would see him doing that with his wife.
Yep.
Like, how much fun would that be?
That would be a good time.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow, 109.
Yes.
109,000.
But you're gone for a month.
You're gone for a month.
Yeah.
It includes all the food, I assume.
Everything.
And lodging. This is lodging.
Everything. It's
Oh,
everything.
As long as food's included.
Yeah, look where you're going.
yeah.
I mean, you're going to Taj Mahal, the pyramids. I mean,
I'd like it.
yeah. Mm-hmm. I would do that. Wow. What? Wow.
We shall see.
I wonder how many days you get in each park.
Probably 2, maybe 1.
I wonder if you get a VIP tour for each
Because
one.
if it's...
Yeah.
You
'cause
do? You must, right?
You must, because if it's 20 days,
Well,
is that what it said?
was July
24-day adventure. Figure the flight from every single one.
On a Boeing. Did you read that?
Yeah. So you figure the flight to and from, I mean, depending on where they're leaving from. Because, I mean, to China, it took us 16 and a half hours. So there's half a day, over half a day gone. Plus time for you to sleep. I don't know. Like, I feel like it may be a day and a half in the parks.
This is one of those VIP Boeings where you'll have that whole bed that you can lay down
Yeah,
and
you can lay
sleep
in
in and
sleep.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're going to have to make it that way.
Oh, for
'Cause
sure.
You're going to have to sleep on the plane.
Yeah.
They're not paying for,
No.
you know.
Wow. Holy crap.
It sounds nice.
Yep. Not going to lie.
I know. I believe me. Yeah.
Wow.
It would be nice.
Sure. All right. Well, speaking of
Wow.
Tomorrowland, Udi's still awestruck by this.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tomorrowland, Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage at Disneyland will be opening on July 25th with new Hank figure.
I like Hank.
I love Hank.
Yep. Hank is good.
I hope that he talks.
Oh, that would be great.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like the seagulls.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope he moves. It doesn't look like he does.
No, I think he's
No.
static. I think he's just a statue.
Yeah, I agree.
But how cool would it be to see the subs back going?
It'll be nice.
Are you gonna ride it when you go?
Oh, always.
Always.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do that little observation room?
No.
I hope he talks.
I hope he talks. I mean, if the seagulls can, why can't he,
Yeah.
spout, certain things while guess? Because this, where he's sitting, looks like it's closer to the queue than the
Yep.
seagulls.
Yep. Well, look at the monorail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's closer.
Do we? Oh, he is. I can't tell.
He's closer.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's over by Matterhorn though.
No, he's back. Look at where the monorail is, and then
We're looking at the picture right now.
this is where you go in. This is going to be your show building
Okay.
for the show. So
Yep.
he's closer to the guests in the queue.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, if Disney was smart, they would have made him interactive,
Yep. Well,
and he could have interacted and moved
With the
the
mind.
guests.
Yep.
Yes.
Does he talk in the movie? He does, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It'd be nice if he was like arguing with the seagulls, right?
yeah.
That'd actually be funny.
Yep.
Or if they replaced the seagulls with the sea lions,
Ah, that would be good.
and then they gave Gerald his pail, I would be happy.
Yeah. All good.
Okay, so next news item is pavers are getting installed at Pirates of the Caribbean. So we're looking at a picture that someone took of the courtyard, I suppose is what it's called, within the Pirates of the Caribbean queue. And those two trees that were removed, they were much taller than those.
Oh, yeah.
And so they were removed because they were like diseased or dead. In the last photos that we had seen, this was all dirt in there. So now we have some of it coming back, and it's going to look great. I mean,
Yeah.
They weren't going to half bake this. This has to hit a home run because this is
Iconic.
it's iconic.
Beyond iconic.
I mean, dare I say it's the crown jewel of the park or the centerpiece? Is it one of them?
Up there.
It's up there. I mean, there's probably a few of them, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if there's a Mount Rushmore,
There we go.
this has got to be one of
Oh,
the
yeah.
four, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who?
And did you?
What is it?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Okay. Have you heard the latest rumor though? Pirate.
It's opening on July 1st.
No. But
That they're pulling Jack.
no.
That they're
Oh,
putting
it's
back
gonna
in.
be no. It's gonna be what?
Don't get me started with that shit.
What'd she say?
The rumor has it that Disney has begun their grovel campaign to get JD back as Captain Jack.
Oh, really?
And I'm not okay with it
Yep. Why not?
because of him.
Okay. How?
You know how much I love Johnny Depp.
I know.
You know that I would vouch for him. I followed the entire trial, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He said he would
Yeah.
never, if Disney offered him $300 million.
They did offer him that.
No, they did not.
No, I know they
They
didn't.
offered him $301 million. And he's like, okay. And I don't know. Like, if you sit there and you stand so firm to your beliefs because these people did you so wrong. Yes, I understand that you need them, you want the money.
No,
that you love the role and all this, all that jazz. But all these people are backing you and supporting you. People you do not even know across the world. And we're, rooting you on, and we want, you to win, like, this trial and all this, that. But then as soon as Disney, like, backs up and does this, then he's like, okay, I'll do it. I'll take it. And I'm sorry. To me, it's, I don't know. It's just be a man of your word. And I understand it's a lot of money. But at the same time, like, I don't know. It makes you rethink his entire character.
Well, let me give you a counter
Okay?
to that.
Let me have a sip of my wine first.
Okay.
Also, did you like my glass? One of my teachers got it for me the last day of school.
Yes.
Let me give you a counter. While I don't necessarily disagree with you, and you do have a point, but I could think of no greater way of giving a massive, ginormous middle finger to them by doing that. By not only going, no.
Wouldn't it be a middle finger to tell them no?
No. Because you not only were proven right, the people who didn't think that highly of you or whatever, now they realize, okay, we were wrong, and they're coming back. Now, to me, making that kind of coin and then having, because you know, and Disney knows,
Oh, they know.
that if they do that, that movie is going to be money.
Absolutely.
So to me, I think you give them a massive middle finger, and if I'm him, I personally, I understood the sentiment when he was on the stand. I watched that and I'm like, oh man, I don't blame you, buddy.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'm like, if they come at you with wheels and wheels and wheels of cash, I would take it.
Why? Why wouldn't
No.
you just want to stick it to them and be like, you know what,
Because-
sorry, and let their next movie bomb?
No, because this is the point, and you're not wrong. I don't think that would be fine with me too.
Right.
I would have no problem. If he said no, I'd be like, okay, cool. But if they go, okay, what I hope he does is like, no, I don't want 301. I want 310 or 400.
He won't though.
No, but
He already. It's looking from what I've read. It's already done deal.
I know, but anyway, the point is like I don't think necessarily. I don't fault him for that, and I don't think he's a man of his word by doing that.
See, I don't know. I guess,
But I get your point too.
I don't think we're going to agree on it.
No,
'cause-
and it doesn't even matter because at the end of the day,
But what does it make? And see, now we're going completely off topic.
no, go.
What is it to the one company that stood behind him and had his back
Mm-hmm.
and did not drop him? Like, what thanks do they get? Like,
Well, no,
they supported him.
But do you realize though?
Mm-hmm.
And sorry to cut you off, but they do this. His value goes up. They're going to make more money too.
He's a cash cow for them.
They're
Disney?
now going to no.
Oh, for Dior.
Yeah, Dior.
No, I understand
yeah.
that, but like they never dropped him. Like
No,
they
I
never
know.
said we don't believe you. Like you're,
Yeah.
a woman beater, XYZ, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
We want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
They stood their ground with him and supported him, while Disney dropped him, slandered his name, all that jazz,
Well,
and then they're
they
like,
didn't
"Oh,
do that,
come
but
back."
yeah.
Well, they dropped him,
Yeah.
and they believed everything that was said.
Well, no. Okay, let us be real about it. Disney, they and Warner Brothers and any of them, they're chicken crap.
Well, of course they are.
They don't have a backbone.
Right.
I applauded Dior because I'm like, good for you guys. Like, you're not gonna fall into this and then you're gonna wait.
Right.
Like everybody in the freaking planet needs to do with anything
Right.
like it is wait and see.
Right.
This knee jerk stuff drives me batty.
Yep.
But anyway, so Dior, I hope what he does is like, look, whatever, maybe they sweeten the deal. Maybe he goes, hey, I won't take as many points or whatever. Maybe he gives them a little bit of a, hey, thank you for having my back. My point being,
Right.
though, is that his value goes up. They're going to make more money.
No, I understand that. I mean, I get it. I do. I lost a little bit of respect for him.
Yeah.
Backtracking and doing.
But did he?
Yeah, they said that he accepted it.
No, I don't know, but did he?
Did he what?
Go back on it.
Yes, he
What-
said
what-
he
what-
would never play the role for Disney for Jack Sparrow ever again, even if they offered him $300 million. Not what he said he would never ever take again.
So did he?
To me,
Did he go back on his word?
yes, he
No?
technically did.
No, what you're missing is
End scene.
no.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I lost respect for him because I thought he would stick to his word and like not even his word, like stick to his guns, like stand his ground, like
He's a pirate.
he is a pirate.
But anyway,
I'll start bleeping myself. Disney are some greedy mother beepers. It just doesn't sound as good. Sorry, Mark, I tried.
all right.
Okay, next
We're
news
gonna
item.
move on from that one.
Yes. The next news item, and this actually came from David Erickson on the Fresh Bake. He had a,
I love him.
yeah. What?
I'm not going to go into it.
Okay. Do you owe him money or something? Does he owe you money?
He owes me money.
He probably does.
No,
when-
this is my beef with him.
No,
Remember?
no.
Mark?
I know that.
When you go to somebody and try to like relate to them on a level, and they basically shun you off like you're beneath them, you remember that.
Pretty much. Is that what we're looking at? Is that picture?
Yeah, so the question was about someone had asked the CM online about renewing the annual pass. And what is the response? It says, hi there. Can you read that bottom one?
Hi there, Elizabeth. Yes! Exclamation point. Guess whose Magic Key passes will be expiring soon will be able to renew this summer.
Yeah, we already read that though.
No, they
Did
will
I
be
not send-
receiving an email with further information and the steps to renew. Okay.
Did I not send you that website?
No.
The post that they did?
No.
They posted something saying that, like, yeah, all of ours are canceled. Not canceled. You can't, like, buy new ones.
Right.
But people that hold them now, like me, I will be able to renew my pass.
Oh, no, you never said that to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
okay,
I read
but
that.
you know why,
Yeah,
right?
Why?
Because you won't expire until the new ones come out. That is nothing to me. Right there means
You
Zippo.
don't think so?
No.
I think if we go to renew ours, it's going to be like the same deal they gave us.
Maybe.
Well, I think something's gonna. I think they're making some modifications for this, and
They
this
need
is
to.
this is exactly why. And at the beginning of the year, I'm not saying I can prophesy on this, but I can read the tea leaves pretty well. Udi and I were both like, this year is going to be a year of transition for these annual passes. They're gonna
yeah.
they're gonna have something, then they're gonna pull them out, and then they're gonna.
That's what she said.
I know. I had
missed
the
it.
dramatic pause.
I heard it, but I didn't. I'm sorry.
Yes. And then they're gonna reconfigure them.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
see what the needs are, see where the lapses are, and I hope that they do listen to them. And I actually, he had some other people brought up some other things that the Disney app had some code leaks that they were showing that when you go to book reservations beyond your time, like beyond
90 days.
like that. They're saying what time frame do you want to come into the park?
That's disgusting.
Well,
That's gonna.
they have the technology to say that,
Yeah.
to do that.
I know, but that's gonna bother me.
But
What if I want to go in at 8 a.m. and all of them are booked?
right, right. So they may have some other special annual pass or magic key. I can't say magic key, but whatever it is.
No, I want an annual pass with anytime I want to go into the goddamn park without a reservation. I can walk my happy little butt in. I did not curse. You're welcome, and be content with my life.
Yes. Just pre-COVID is what we want,
Yeah.
right? Exactly what it is.
Yeah, well, I don't know why we can't go to pre-COVID.
We can't.
Why not?
Because this system is working so well, according
yeah,
to our lovely CEO of Disney.
No,
that
it
Udi
cle-
thinks is the devil that we need.
Yeah. I'm never going to go back on that.
Well, I'm ready for him to burn.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, give it another 3 years and you're fine. You'll be
Okay.
fine.
Well, let's end the news on a very cheery note and go through the
let's do
crime
that.
report.
Jesus, that's a lot, Mark.
Well, I'm not going to go through all of April. It's too
Okay.
busy.
Well, no, this is May.
It's got.
This is all May.
Oh shoot! There was April and May. I'm going to give May. So, this is the crime report from Anaheim Police from Disneyland. And there's a little caveat here, is that when we say trespassing, it involves entering or remaining on a property without permission. Petty theft is less than $950, while grand theft is more than $950.
Yeah,
Assault and battery involves the use of force or violence.
correct.
Drunken public can involve picking fights, passing out, or the inability to care for oneself due to intoxication.
Jess on a Friday night.
Jess, what?
So if I break into the park for like 4 days straight and park hop, is that considered grand theft because it's over $950?
Yep.
Yes, and
Just
you get
wanted
a
to
double- you
I
get a
just wanted to
double
make
up on
sure.
the-
I just
on-
wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
trespassing.
Wanted to know what I was going to get charged
double
with.
up.
Okay.
I will not come. Well, I will come bail. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so let's start off. Monday, May 2nd was a wonderful day.
It was a great
You had
day.
disturbing the peace, report taken, a bomb threat, and disturbing the peace again.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. May 4th, which is a big Star Wars day, disturbing the peace.
Yeah. Somebody got a little rowdy. They wanted their blue milk.
Yes. May 5th had two things of petty theft. May 6th had petty theft. May 10th had petty theft. May 13th had narcotics.
Man, how many times have I told people you cannot take shrooms and go ride Alice? Don't do it. You don't need the shrooms.
You don't need it. You do not need
You don't need it.
Yes.
Right.
May 16th had vandalism. That actually pisses me off.
That
Out of
irritates me beyond belief.
You know, that could be as little as them scratching on a mirror or whatever. It could be that.
oh, I would be livid.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Udi
Not
was
happy,
here.
but yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I didn't put my name on there. 916 on there either.
Narcotics on May 18th. May 22nd had trespassing. May 25th had grand theft.
I wonder what they tried to steal.
That's what I want to know. What they tried to steal from.
You know how
wait
many
a minute.
there's a lot of high ticket items in there.
Yeah.
Jewelry,
But yeah, but it's all.
Well, on May 25th, you had 3 reports of narcotics and 1 report of forgery fraud. Interesting.
that'd be credit card
That's
probably.
my credit card.
May 26th had 4 things of 1 of trespassing and 4 narcotics.
Man, people are on drugs.
Yeah. May 27th had 2 things of narcotics. May 29th had petty theft and narcotics. So that is that. Yeah.
Oh, I like that question.
What's the
The
question?
very end one.
Oh,
too.
I threw. I was thinking of questions as I was typing up the notes and stuff like that, and I don't know. We want to save that question for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we'll save it for later. Okay, so now that's going to end the news. Oh, wait a minute.
No, randomizer.
No, if the randomizer...
Please, sir, I'd like the randomizer.
Will the randomizer comply? That is the question.
Yes, we have the randomizer. It shows up.
Oh.
And this is, again, I'm not going to play my little game where I reset it every time for my 3 top attractions. I'm just going as it is. Okay, this one should be fairly easy, straightforward, and not cause any fights. Is that good?
No.
Udi got a peek at it.
No, he
No.
hasn't seen it
Oh, you
yet.
haven't seen it?
Nope.
So you said it's pretty straightforward and won't cause fights?
Yeah.
No, I've had one. I need one that's going to start a fight.
Okay, would you want to just hear what they are?
Yeah. Go.
There's fight
The
right
top 3, we get to keep 1, remove 1, and improve 1.
Okay.
Inside Out, Emotional Whirlwind, Soaring Around the World, and Storybook Land Canal Boats.
That's easy.
That's what I said. It's easy.
Yeah, that's too easy. Nope. Get rid of it. I don't
Yeah.
want it. That's too easy.
'Cause we
You
can
get
do
rid
it.
of it, you change it, you keep it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally
Inside Out,
gone. Soaring around the
Soaring-
world,
go
back to Soaring over California,
Yeah.
and book, you don't change.
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay, then I just regenerated it. The randomizer will like this one. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Autopia, and Tarzan's Treehouse. Is that
That's
too?
an interesting one.
It's an interesting one. Not likely to cause any ruckus amongst the LTP. Because 1 already is being changed as we speak.
That's why it's interesting. You said Tarzan?
Tarzan's Treehouse, Autopia, and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. To nowhere in particular.
How do I feel about that one? Give me one more, Mark. Hit
Okay.
it one more time, no matter what it is.
Sure. We get to keep 1, we get to remove 1, and we get to enhance 1. Change it. Space Mountain, Astro Orbiter, and Pixar Pal Around. Swinging and non-swinging. So, that is it. Those are our 3 tonight. The randomizer has been very kind to us.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Usually the randomizer does not allow me to do it more than once, but
So, Pixar Pal Around.
yeah. Astro Orbiter and Space Mountain. Yeah. Well, clearly Space Mountain needs to be Lightyear
Well,
Mountain.
I was going to change it to Lightyear Mountain. I mean, that was my idea. I wrote them.
Yeah.
Pixar Pal Around,
Uh-huh.
and this is going to shock you.
Keep it.
I would leave it exactly as it is.
Okay.
Leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Astro Orbiter, get rid of it. Mark can't fit in it. We don't need it.
Yes.
Space could use a little more paint and a little more lights. That's all I do to it.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Okay, Udi.
I'm going to agree with Jess on that one. On all of them, really. The only thing, though, that I'm going to go with will be, and I think I made the comment before, I want to feel more of a launch pad feel on space.
I'd be okay with that because it makes me dizzy.
Yeah. So instead of the tubular
We could get rid of that.
up ramp, like we could do a jump up and a straight shot up and then wham and then come running down.
Yes.
But if you went running down too far, you're gonna run out of track.
No. I mean, they would have to basically they'd have to reroute it and then continue almost on the rest of the track, but just give us more of a launch up and then have that descent be a little bit more aggressive.
And then reascend like you do when you are come out of the tunnel.
Yep.
I can live with it.
So basically, give us more of a launching feel.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can live with it.
Yep.
I can live with it.
All right.
My 3C, all three of these are iconic to look at, I think. Don't you think? I mean,
No,
No, you don't think
not
so?
Pixar Pal Around. I
You
don't
don't-
think it's iconic.
for DCA it is.
I
No?
don't think so.
Well, I think it's,
only for DCA.
yeah.
But it wasn't always that.
Right, it was Mickey's Fun Wheel. Okay, so,
Kind of. I mean, okay. I get your point, Jess, but I don't know.
I just don't think that that's. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's iconic.
Okay.
I think Screamin' or Incredicoaster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But they're kind of intertwined. The way I always have felt about it.
So I mean, technically, you could get rid of Pixar Pal Around and still have the Mickey.
Well, yeah, or either way
Or the
around.
sun.
Yeah.
well, I meant that structure is iconic. Not that it's Pixar.
No, I know.
I mean,
You're talking
that-
about the Ferris wheel
Yeah,
itself.
yes.
Yeah, see, I don't think that.
Well, I think it looks great from against the water, especially at night.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
to each their own. But
I mean,
okay,
I get that at least. Yeah, I get it.
so the general consensus was to keep Pixar Pal Around it as it is.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Astro Orbiter, sure, remove it and put it where it belongs. But yeah, take it out of there. And Space Mountain, how do I enhance it? I like the launch that you're talking about.
I dig it.
I kind of like those cars that they have at Cosmic Rewind, the new Galaxy or Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
you like those?
Well, they're interesting. They might make me sick.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Okay,
I think
forget
they're
it.
going to make me sick.
Okay, forget it then. I hate those cars.
That's right.
Okay,
Oh,
so,
you know what they
Mark
could
and I
do?
get sick.
You know
yeah,
what they could do?
Jess and I can't go on it. What?
Do a shoulder lap. Or a
Oh,
shoulder.
yes, you are right. The shoulder lap, because we talked about that last time. That bar that comes down on the lap,
Yep.
they're just not made for people like me.
No.
So, change the cars a little bit. Maybe upgrade some of the imagery in there, and like some of the projection mapping, because that cookie thing doesn't look real to me anymore. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to enhance it just a little bit. We're going to remove Astro Orbiter, and we're going to keep Pixar Pal Around. Yeah, that is the randomizer. Give us 3 opportunities tonight to have an argument, but we all agreed. All right, so that's going to end the news. Jess, you have something to say or talk about?
Yeah, I have something.
Oh, okay. Jess has something for not quite a full 101 with Jess. This is like a 100 with Jess.
I have things to show you.
This is a 100 with Jess, I guess, not a 101.
Yeah, it's not a 101. I have things.
Okay.
I have things.
So what I'm gonna so we're podcasting here when we don't have the video thing going. Jess is opening a red bag. It looks like it's
I got new sweatshirts.
Jess has new sweatshirts from.
Castle Life Creation.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh! To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Oh, I love it.
welcome.
Isn't it?
Welcome.
Cute. I love
Yep.
it. Except,
Oh, do not.
no, it's perfect.
Oh, it's perfect. Yes, it cannot be wrong. I mean,
No.
I imagine
It's perfect.
it's perfect.
And then I got. Dun, 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 dun. I love this one.
It's another one that says, "Thanks for the adventure." Oh,
Oh.
that's from Up, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a beige sweatshirt. It looks like it's beige.
Yeah.
And we're in that kind of a dark lit room here.
Sand.
Sand. Yeah.
And Carl and Ellie's chair with balloons.
Oh yeah. No, that's great.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah, I love that.
I was so excited.
Man, she does really good work.
Amazing.
Yes. And then this one's for you.
Me?
Yeah.
I get one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah. I got-
Does Udi get one?
yeah. No, Udi doesn't get one. I just got one for you.
Did Udi get
No.
one?
Yeah, Udi gets one.
Oh, So my sweatshirt is sand as well, or beige?
It's like a sand.
Sand.
It's called sand.
Sand. It says Adventureland with the logo, the sign logo from the land.
Isn't it cool?
Oh, it's awesome.
I thought you'd like it.
Thank
You
you
like
so
it?
much, Jess.
You're welcome.
Most unexpected gifts.
And then Ooty Booties.
What?
Oh, thank you.
His has got a picture of a 2 enchiladas from Rancho on it
And it says home.
with
Yeah.
red sauce on it. That's not true. That is not a true statement. But thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hope you like it.
I do
Yeah,
like
thank
it.
you.
I would put it on right now, but it's 106 here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
So this will be, yeah.
I thought that's a good night park shirt. Do you
Yeah.
like Ooties? Is
Yeah.
that big enough?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It will be. Thank you.
They run a little big, but that's the way I prefer them.
Yeah.
Is that going to fit, Mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Good,
Thank you
'cause
so
she doesn't
much.
take
Thank
refunds.
you.
Yeah, I didn't even look at yours.
Well, we'll you know what
I like the
we will
colors.
do is we'll put them on after this and send a picture to her. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's,
Okay.
that's what we'll do. I'll
Yeah.
text
Okay.
it to her.
Thank you so much, Jess.
Yeah,
Very,
you're
very
welcome.
kind of you.
Thank you.
Was not expecting gifts at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is great to.
Sweatshirt sale, I gotta get them.
Yeah.
You know, with all of my plethora of sweatshirts that I have.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, no, that's all I had.
Okay.
They came last night, so I was like,
Thank
perfect
you.
timing.
Okay, now we're going to go over to one of our favorite little segments we should do. We're going to call it back. And maybe we might do more of these because they're kind of fun. It's LTP Therapy.
Welcome to LTP Therapy. The doctors will see you now.
Okay, so we solicited questions on Instagram and also, Instagram. And some other people chimed in that I asked. We hid the names so that it could just be fair and whatever. But you know what you submitted. So, Udi, so what we're going to do, we've got 12, 15 items that we're going to talk about. And
13.
13. And we are going to just talk you guys off the Disneyland ledge. And that's what it is. So, the doctors are in. Udi, what is the first issue we need to talk about?
Okay. The pricing of tickets has gone up so much it's not affordable for the average family to go. The hotels in the area are old, but they still charge like a five-star resort. They also offer deals to bypass lines and such, but again, these are expensive add-ons for families. Not all of us can afford to have a private Disney host to take to Disney and bypass lines and so forth like Hollywood celebrities can. With the crowds and prices, it's a lot of money to only ride 3 to 5 per day. Don't get me wrong, I love Disney, just not loving how it's changing.
Yeah. So do not disagree
Not
with
at
you
all.
on that. We can say, we feel your pain. What you're feeling is very common and very normal.
And it's valid.
It is valid. And I'm here to validate that.
Yes.
So we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to go through this and unpack this for you. So what do you think you can change about the pricing structure and about
Oh,
your
my
experience?
Well, let me say that I completely agree with many of the feelings we've talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, Mark and I have had. You all know that we talk a lot on our rides, and we have many discussions about many a thing.
Mm-hmm.
This exact topic is one of them.
This seems to come up a lot.
Yep. So the way I mean, me being a man who has no family, I mean, no kids, no significant other, I'm single.
I'm sitting right here.
I know, and that is where I value you. So,
Nice.
I'm gonna need you to validate that later,
yeah.
Mark.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Now that you're done interrupting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. So my point is, for me, it's easier because I can come and go as I please. I mean, I can do what I want, pretty much when I want and how I want to do it. But that being said, that I do not disagree with you. In fact, I agree with you wholeheartedly. The fact that I know how much I need to pay all for my own, trip, multiplying it out. So the way I think a lot of people are doing it now is they're starting to be more selective of when they go, and when they go, what they're going to do there. Now, we've all come from a place of being very spoiled, I guess, if you want to use that word. I maybe spoiled isn't the right word. I would say savvy, maybe privileged a little bit in being that we've been going to the park for as long as we have. We know the ins and outs like we do, and we can navigate the park pretty well. So I think right now there's not much, sadly, we're going to be able to do for pricing or anything. But what I think we can do, and what I would recommend that you do, is that you become a little bit more active in your day. And what I mean by that is being a little bit more proactive in what you're going to do that day. Easier, I recognize, easier said than done. And especially for me, easier said than done. But I mean...
Because if they have small ones.
Yep. I mean, my last trip that I went with my family in January, that was like herding cats, So I got a good taste of what it is to run around with kids because I had my nephew in tow. He was my responsibility. My 7-year-old nephew who wanted to go everywhere. But we did that. We had a very good day. And I think... like I said, you got to be a little bit more proactive and prioritize what you want to get done that day and work for that. Like you go in with a little bit more of a plan than you may want to, and I think that way you can maximize your day.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But again, when people say it's too much money, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that part. But I also can tell you that, if it's something you want to do, you'll find a way to make things, change things around. Maybe you cut costs somewhere else because, we all have, I can say the same thing about Starbucks. I would never go there because it's so expensive. But some people go, well, I have to go there every single day.
Yep.
And I have no problem with that.
Yep.
I know it's a little bit different amount of money between Starbucks and Disneyland, but the concept is that, yeah, I know what it is, but I kind of plan for it. And so I totally understand. So the hotels in the area are old, but they still charge like 5-star resort. Yeah, you know what? That's the society we live in right now. I mean, the hotels they charge that much because they can.
Yep. Well, the other part of that, without going off that rail too quick, is you can go a little bit further away. I think there are ways to adapt what you've been used to. And maybe go into Burbank, maybe a little bit further out. You may flip the cost of a hotel for travel, but there are those kind of things you can look at. Like I said,
absolutely,
it just becomes a thing. We got to be a little bit more intelligent in how we approach the park and how many days and what we're going to do, and be a little bit more proactive in what you're going to do. I mean, that being said, I totally get going and not going in with a plan because I love that kind of day at the park too.
Yeah. Yep.
I agree with it.
Yeah, totally. And going on 3 to 5 attractions a day, I'm kind of okay with that. But it depends on who you're with. If you're with people who haven't been in a while, that may not be a lot. If it's just us going, I think if we chose 5 attractions, we'd be fine. There's a lot of stuff to do, anyways. I'm rambling on, but I think Udi's right. Just plan around it, and there are some creative ways. Next issue, Udi, is what?
Okay. So these are going to be kind of related, okay? Price is higher for food. Paper Fast Pass are gone. Quality food for Blue Bayou isn't good. Who wants to go with that one? Who wants to begin?
Prices, yeah. I mean, food seems to go up every year. Every 6 months there.
And it's going up, everywhere.
Well, that's inflation. Sure, we're at a 40-year high, but we're not going to go there.
But again, maybe like a month or so before you go, or a couple weeks before you go, just go online and see what the prices are and sort of budget accordingly. And, maybe you guys just, I don't know. I don't want to tell people how to budget or how to spend their money or whatever, but there's ways around that. Paper fast passes are gone. I agree. I love having those things.
I love them. Love them.
I might have one with me. So the person's talking about the free fast passes, because those were free. You walked them. You had to send someone over. Hey,
All your tickets.
yeah, I will go here. Hand me your tickets. I'm gonna go to the Indy. You guys are gonna go over there. Okay, and then you guys go get in line for Pirates, and then I'll meet you. And then okay, what is it? Oh, we got a return time for 5:35. Great, and you have that. So I do miss those free ones. I wish they were free now. Because now
It's part of the experience.
it totally is, and it's part of the day. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna go with the food is higher, and it has been going up, and that is kind of sadly the nature of the world we live in. Again, I'm gonna do what I said previously. You look at where you want to go. I mean, one of the reasons why I go to Rancho so much. I mean, not only because it's my favorite, it's great, but it's something I know. You know what I mean? It's something that the price hardly ever changes. It goes up minimally, but it is good. So I think, again, recognizing where you can go and find the food, get more for what you're trying to give. Try to find those. It isn't as easy as it was before, and sadly, that is the way of the park right now. The paper fast passes. I want them back. Mark has what do you have right there?
4
Mark?
of them.
4 of them. Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I just happen to have them with me, and I just in my wallet.
For what attraction?
Soarin', we got to return between 8 and 9. Haunted Mansion, we return between 140 and 240. Indy, we return between 145 and 245. Oh my God! You see how awesome that is? We could totally do Indy and Haunted Mansion back to back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then look at a little nightcap, 8:15 and 9:15 for Space Mountain. If I'm not mistaken, this is the night that I met you at the park. We had just enough time to go over to Rancho, grab lunch or dinner, and then go over to Space Mountain. It was closed. And we had to go over it and use this to turn it over for Incredicoaster.
Oh yeah,
That may be that night, because that's about the time.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, no, I love having these tactile things.
Oh yeah.
That bothers me. The amount that Shannon and I have picked up and thrown away.
Yeah.
You don't have any of these left?
I have one.
Oh, I may have more.
But I mean.
I have Tower.
Oh, you do?
Oh
The
wow.
last night Tower was open.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have Tower.
You know, for me, I'm the same way. I enjoy the paper tactile thing. I don't have any.
Oh, I think I might have more at
Yeah,
home.
I don't
will
have
find
any.
some.
But I'm just saying, like, the ones that we picked up and threw away, like, people would, like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
leave them around
Yeah.
and, like, or on top that, like, it was like, oh, you can't get one yet, return to
Yeah,
another,
yeah.
another time.
Yep.
And we would all just pick them up.
Yep.
We'd always pick them up and throw them in the trash.
Yep, I would too.
I wonder where my Tower Terror one is.
Go find it.
I think it's in my storage.
Well, I think, okay, I'm going to move on to Blue Bayou. I can't talk about Blue Bayou.
I haven't eaten there since it's reopened.
Yep, and I've heard about that for a while. This is where I will always make, and I've made the recommendation before, send an email, man. Send if you get asked for a survey or anything like that, sign up, send them, do them. The more you do that, the more, again, for Disney, as much as we feel that their overall customer, I don't want to say service, but their idea for the customer has gone down from before. I don't think well, okay, I'll put it this way. They do pay attention to what people are saying. They do. So I think, take the opportunity. If you're not happy with Blue Bayou, let it be known. Let it be known. That is the only way that people usually can enact any form of changes is by speaking their mind. So.
Agreed.
Yep.
Okay. next news item. Sorry. The next issue from LTP Therapy is a good one. It just says virtue signaling.
Mm-hmm.
And Udi, I'm sure you've got some comments about that.
Okay.
So this is an issue. What is Disney doing that's virtue signaling, Udi?
Okay, well, okay. So, virtue signaling has been a term thrown around lately, probably for the last, 5 years, probably. Okay, every company is going to do whatever they can to maximize their profit, okay? Disney is no different, and I think I made the comment a while back now about the fact that Disney getting into politics, with the whole parental rights bill in Florida, and whatever they've done, they are not doing good. And I think part of the proof is what we talked about earlier: stock. Stock is dropping. I think Disney is going to begin to get out of the business, or not business, but not be as concerned with this. Again, I've made the comment before. If you want to support the LGBTQAI plus community, then just hire the people. Tell the stories. Don't make it like, for me, it's always the same thing. Just tell stories. Make them good. Make them good. I will go with, I think I made the comment about Miss Marvel. Okay? Mark, you watched the show.
I watched, yeah.
Yeah, and you thought it was pretty good.
I did.
Yeah. And I made the comment like, look, a lot of people argue that show is failing or that it was virtue signaling because of the character. And I kind of went, okay, but you recognize that Disney's actually doing it right, in my opinion. What they're doing is they're telling a story. The part of the character, Kamala Khan, and her religion being Muslim and all that is just part of the character. It isn't like an overly expressed thing. It is just inherent. And for me, I enjoy a good story. And looking at her, they're basically telling, a teen coming of age story with people struggling of how to deal with, figuring out who they are, who they care about, dealing with their family and expectations and all that. These are all things that we can all relate to. And, basically looking at, she's Muslim, okay? So, if you're Catholic or a Protestant or, a Buddhist or whatever religion or Hindi or, any of the religions, how many there are out there. I grew up in the religion I grew up, there were always an expectation put upon you. So for me, looking at that, it was done correctly because we can relate, even though it's not the same religion. And it may not be any religion at all. It could be a particular belief system being pushed upon you by your parents and the expectations put on parents. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that Disney and every other corporation, in my mind, really needs to take a hard look and recognize that if you truly want to help these communities you say you want to, and these causes you say you want to, you just do it. You don't make a big thing out of it. You don't try to profit from it. You don't try to do anything like that. You don't pander and try to...
Right.
Okay, so we're in Pride Month. Everything is about pride. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that, but the sheer fact is that it all but disappears at the end of June. Okay, is that for real then?
Right.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
And I'm going to argue no, because after the end of Pride Month, anything related to that Pride Month, they don't re-up it. They don't redo it. Mm-hmm. Whatever they have left, they have left. Mm-hmm. It becomes a marketing tool.
Yes.
And you roll into whatever the next cause du jour is going to be. So, yeah, I have a problem with Disney. That's one of my things with Disney right now is like you need to just stop. Stop making a thing. Stop trying to profit off of this virtue signal and just do it. Just do it. Like I will use myself as an example. When I do things for people, I never do it I never go like, hey, look what I did. Or, hey, aren't you going to tell me thank you? Or and because that isn't the point. The point is to help.
Right.
So what I like are the people and the corporations who do these things just quietly.
Sure.
They quietly help.
Yep.
And then they're like, okay, and then because then to me, that is the reality. They really want to help, and they're not looking for any kind of self-promotion or self-enrichment.
Mm-hmm.
They just do it, and they walk away from like, here you go, like, here's $1 million for a charity, and they just walk away.
Right.
Anonymously or whatever. Just, okay, hey, did you know that like Keanu Reeves gives up a ton of money and stuff like that? Did people know that? No.
No.
Look at Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp going into children's hospitals in full Captain Sparrow and acting like Captain Sparrow.
Yeah.
How many people know about that? Not many.
Not many.
Because he doesn't make it a thing. He doesn't go like, look at
That's
me.
not what's important.
Exactly my point. So yeah, virtue signaling for Disney and for any corporation, not just to single out Disney, is a problem, and it's annoying for me. It is annoying for me. Just support whatever you want to support, and just get on with it.
There you go. All right. Good answer.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Next LTP therapy issue. It's turning into a rich person's playground. Disney and Disneyland is getting cheap in product and more expensive pricing. Well, yes. But you can say that about every year when we complain about them raising prices. It's just part of what they do. Death, taxes, and Disneyland raises prices. That's how things work. But they bring up Disneyland is getting cheap in product. I don't know what they meant by that. Cheap experience, guest experience.
Yep.
Okay, I can see that. I can totally see that. But to that, I'm going to just say, hold on. Just get through 2022 when they get all their staffing, because I still think they're hurting from staffing issues right now.
Yep.
And I think once they get a full, battery of CMs in there, and man, they need to pay them more.
Oh yeah.
And because those guys and girls are the magic, and they
Well, okay, I'm not going to go too far into the whole gambit of wages, okay? But there are people who don't get paid what they deserve. And we've commented quite often that CMs are not treated the way they should be treated. Mm-hmm. And I agree. I think I agree with you, Mark. When they get a full complement of CMs and get everything rolling back in, the demand or expectation is going to return. And this is where I think, again, Chapek will apply, because he's going to push that boundary. But enough people complaining, again, this is why I tell you all the time, fill out your surveys, do all the things, blah, 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 because this is how you let your voice and opinion be known. So do that.
absolutely, yeah. And I think we're going to get there. It's just
Slow and steady.
slow and steady. Yeah, it's always been a rich person's playground. It's going to Disneyland is kind of a luxury. It's kind of a, right? I mean, it's,
no kind of about it.
it is. And, and like you said, I feel fortunate that we were able to go, but I also know that I don't feel bad because we all work hard. Yeah. And it's something we want to do. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Okay, you may want to have like a jet boat or jet ski boat or something, or a jet ski boat, like a ski boat or a jet ski or something, and I can't afford that. Nope. But they go, yeah, I just did this and this. I go, well, it's the same concept, right? You saved and did it and got it, and yeah, I mean, just call me in the summer and we'll hang out. Yeah. And I'll bring you to Disneyland. Okay, next item. Ooh, this is a good one. Having to book reservations to the park in advance. This is a big issue right now. Jess, want to say something about that? Stupid.
Dumb.
No, we're here to help people.
I'm
Come
kidding.
on. We're here to help people.
Mark said stupid. Gosh, Udi. I honestly can't even give advice for this because it gets me so flustered and overwhelmed. And I have such an issue with this situation that I don't even know how to give somebody else advice on how to handle it because I still don't know how to handle it myself.
But it might be prudent to understand why Disneyland is taking reservations right now. Do you understand why they are, or do you don't understand why, or you don't disagree with, or you don't agree with why the reason?
I don't agree with why.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, right now they're just trying to. Well, as we know, they're just trying to control the crowds, so that which they really weren't ever before.
No.
And they can probably.
But do you think that there is a significant less amount of people now with reservations than before? Because I feel like that park is still as crowded as all get up.
Yes, I would agree with your statement there.
Like, I feel like nothing has changed.
Well, I think what the reservation system was meant to do was try to
Mitigate, right?
Yeah, mitigate and herd a bunch of cats. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think.
Meow.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of them.
Yep. And I think I have a feeling that. I don't know. Maybe I'm being wishful.
This
but
is why I have a
it's
hard
gonna
time
go away.
explaining this one.
I think.
I don't think so.
And I can see the argument that it wouldn't, but I don't think that it does anything. I don't think it does anything. I really want to know the mentality why now going forward they feel. I mean, because we had virtual queues; those are all gone.
Yeah.
Okay, because we all knew at the moment it was about curtailing demand and push and demand basically for the attraction. This is kind of the same mentality. So I think if you get your CMs back, you get everything back running to pre-pandemic, this kind of begins to go away, or the need for it.
Don't you think that they look at it being a need for reservations? Because it makes guests, when they are purchasing their ticket and they get their reservation, they're super excited. They're going to get to go. They got their tickets for that day, XYZ. And then it also makes these people think, oh, it's not going to be busy because they're limiting the people that don't go. Oh, it's not going to be busy because they limit the amount. And look, we're lucky. We got tickets. We get to go. And then they get there and then it's slammed. And then they decide that they're going to spend more money on the Genie Plus crap, whatever it's called, because I don't even know what it's called because I don't care about it. And then Disney makes more money that way. Because some of these people, it's a once-in-a-lifetime trip. And cool, we're there. It's not going to be busy. Let's go. The whole family. And then they get there and it's slammed. And then Disney makes more money because these people buy these extended fast passes.
I would have given you that one 5 years ago.
But we didn't have that 5 years ago.
Well, my point being is that in the initial, yes, I absolutely believe that.
I still think it's what it is.
But I don't think it plays anymore. I think now, and the reason being is that the majority of the people going, I think now, are savvy enough. They've had it for long enough that even if you go once a year, you've been in here a couple times. You've been through the rigmarole now. So I think that whole thing of oh, now we need that and that. I think eventually, I think they're banking on people just going with it, but I think eventually people are going to be enough. And I could be wrong.
I hope you're right.
I hope so too.
I hope you're right.
I could be wrong, but I would hope.
Because I feel like
they're going to push.
every time you go, those lines for those fast passes are stupid long.
Yeah.
Why?
And and here's my point with that too. I'm beginning not to want to do them anymore because of
I've
that.
never done it, and I never will.
No, and here you go, because now more and more, I mean, I will give you a perfect example. We had them for Guardians, and we looked at it, and I literally looked at, and I looked at my family and went we're getting in the line. What do you mean? It says 90 minutes. I'm watch, it's going to be 40.
Yeah.
40. And I'm looking at the fast pass line. I'm will you look at the fast pass line? That is almost the same as this, if not longer.
Yeah.
And this is going to move quicker. No, it's not. I'm watch.
Yes, it will, because they're going to load you.
Exactly. So I think, again, looking at how the park is operating, eventually people get savvy with it. They I mean, maybe not as much as us because we've been going for as long, but I think the curve is going to be in there, and they're going to have to alter it.
Okay.
It's an algorithmic thing, no doubt.
I mean, I hope you're right, because I can't even give any advice on that one because I'm in the same boat.
Yep.
I'm frustrated with it, and I hate it.
Well, yeah. For now, reservations are here to stay. I don't think we're gonna. I don't think they're gonna be there for next year. Once everything opens up completely with staffing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, next one is very same thing.
But the pain is real.
Same thing.
What is it? Oh, many things, but reservations killed it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So see our previous answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next input is just the fact that I can't go. Well, there's something you can do about that. Make time to go.
Well, I mean, it's just why can't you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't
Like,
you?
I need to know more.
Yes.
And I can give you more advice on how to do it.
Let's expand. What are the barriers holding you back?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Is it that you can't afford because I know this is hard for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
If you need to get a park ticket, you need to get your hotel reservations, and
Mm-hmm.
you need to get a flight. Okay, well, you want to pick your flights, but you want to pick the cheaper flights, especially if you're flying Southwest.
Yeah.
But, those flights for these days don't match up. Disney doesn't have reservations for those days, so then you have to move on
Yeah.
and try to find something else.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I just need to know more why. So,
Yeah,
I
I-
mean, whoever wrote that, if you actually just want to, like, DM us and, like, or
Mark
even
knows.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
give me a little more on why you can't go.
Yes. Why you can't go.
And, like, I mean, I can give you some pointers and
Well,
whatnot.
the one thing I'm gonna give everybody, if you do not have a magic key or an AP or whatever you want to call them, plan in advance. I hate
I know what you call them.
I hate that we have to do that more with Disneyland now because they're kind of pushing that way. But yeah, I mean, really, you plan in advance. I mean, I get it though. I get it because not having an AP has severely impacted my park going.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But
Yep.
we knew it. We knew
Yep.
it coming
Yep.
into it.
Yep.
Yeah. So do DM us on that, and we'll try to get through that with you. The next item is that it's been 3 years since I've been back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pandemic was 2 years out of the 3, and you haven't gone back this year, I suppose, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
Well, I hope you can get back.
Yeah, I hope you can get back too.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, it's going to be one of those things where once you go, if you've been holding out, once you go, you're going to go, my gosh, I've waited too long, and it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks while you did.
Made
Talking
Mark
to you, Shannon.
it made Mark cry
Did it?
when you went back.
It did.
Yeah.
I did. Yep. I was like, okay, now this is all good. Okay, next item. Next issue is it's just too busy.
Well,
Dude, it's too
well-
busy.
Go during the off season.
What's an off season?
I don't know. It's been gone
Yeah,
for
no,
years.
no. Yeah, the busy part is something that becomes an animal that you have to learn how to maneuver, not control. Okay, you cannot wrangle that beast. There is no way to do that. So the one thing that I think we have done in a group when we've gone and it's been busy is we know how to. We have our traditions and we know where to go
And when?
and when. That would be the thing. Again, recognizing giving yourself more time, more days in the park is going to help. But also knowing that, hey, I want to go ride X, Y, Z, and knowing when to go and how to go, or when to go, is going to be the big part. And that, if you don't know, hit us up.
Hit us up. We'll give you some pro tips.
Oh yeah, no doubt, because I get it. Because when it is busy, just walking around gets a little crazy.
It does.
And you get a little like, I get a little, not claustrophobic, but I just want to walk.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all you want to do.
I just want to walk
Yeah.
without hitting anybody, without dodging anybody, but sadly the park has always been like that.
Right.
Always. So yeah, just getting a little bit more in tune with the park and in tune with what you want to get done and who's with you will help immensely on how to maneuver a busy day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And to that, I'll say, manage your expectations when you go. If you go, oh man, I'm going to go for 1 day or 2 days, that may not be enough. And this goes on with budgeting and planning. If you can't afford a third day or even a second day, so let's say you're only going to go for 1 day. Gosh, if you could afford to go for a second day, that opening up that valve will just help you out a little bit.
Yeah, I think didn't you have a coworker that?
Yeah,
was only-
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, oh, yeah, I'm going to go for... He's all, it's been like 2 years since I've been, or 3 years, and I have a 1 day park hopper. And when I first heard that, I got a bunch of anxiety. I'm like, dude, you cannot get a park hopper for one day.
No.
You be ping pong back and forth. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I'm like,
No.
no, dude.
I could do it.
Well, you
Well,
could.
no, we could.
Yeah, but if you haven't been for like a few years, no, dude, so much has changed. And he's going with his girlfriend and stuff. And I'm like, dude, take the time and don't rush through stuff. You're gonna miss stuff. And that's the whole thing with it's too busy. So like Udi said, plan ahead. If you can get another day in there, please do it. If not, we can definitely help you with things you want to see and do, and the best way to navigate the park, and best places to go. So for sure. All right. The next issue is too many people are allowed in the parks at a time without enough cast members to monitor experiences.
Right. No, you're completely correct. Yep.
Whoever wrote that, very good. That's very insightful on that.
Yep.
That's we're at this weird point in time where there's just not enough help.
No. Okay. So what we're dealing with, and the one thing that I get irritated with whenever we have the real world crawl into our escape.
Yes.
Whenever I want to escape, I don't want, the issues of my day to day to come crawling in. Hence the escape. So what I would recommend, or what I say is that, or I tell myself is, we are in a weird spot. We've been saying it that because of the economy, because of people and working, and because of so many outside pressures, it's going to be difficult, and we're in a weird place. Okay, so I would say hold on, because I think we're going to change. I think we're going to go back to it because it's going to impact the bottom line. This is one of the reasons why I say Chapek is the devil we need, because he will look at the bottom line like it's suffering. What do we need to do to change it? And this is also tied into why I tell, fill out your surveys, do all that. That way they get their little data sheet out and they go, what is the data telling us? What are the polls telling us? Here you go. We're paying too much for that. We're not getting enough for $1. Da 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 da. On and on and on and on. So I totally agree, but I think we're in a weird spot, and we will get back to having a better staff park and being able to handle what is going on. So yeah, definitely in a weird place.
All right, next issue is Chapek charging more but getting less at Disneyland.
Ah, okay.
So less at Disneyland. I need to know more about that, because as we sit here, we've got nighttime stuff going on. We've got the fireworks. We've got Fantasmic. We've got Main Street Electrical Parade. And then across the Esplanade, we've got World of Color. So what are we missing here at the park?
But I mean, it could even be, whoever this is could not be referring to things like that. You could be getting less as in food quality.
Yes.
You could be getting less as in the amount of rides you can ride, because they're letting in more people.
Good
Less
points.
as in your CMs are not treating it as if they are on stage, and they are just treating it like they are working at Six Flags.
Right,
I mean,
right.
there could be so many things that they are implying with getting less, not just like show-wise. You know what I mean?
No, you're exactly right. And now as you say that, you bring up some really good points I didn't think about. Because if I go right now, I don't get Toontown, which I don't care about. But if I have
Right.
a family,
But yeah, if you have
kids, I don't get the subs. I don't get Pirates. I don't get Tarzan's Treehouse. So there's four things. Four things, and one of those is one whole land.
Pirates?
Yeah.
Yes, at
Yes,
Pirates.
the Pirates.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so
You're not getting Space Mountain with a Buzz Lightyear theme.
no, we're not. So you're missing a bit. So the
Yeah.
price does not reflect that.
No.
Whereas I think this person is correct. And Jess, you make some really good points there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. So how do we take him off the ledge? Well,
I need to know more.
you need to know more.
I need to know more on
It's
what
just-
you're referring to.
Well, I'm going to go back to what I've been saying about Chapek. Okay, I think I agree with you, but I think he's going to be around for 3 years. He's going to get the craziness that has been, and I think he's going to go overboard with the trying to make money at the expense of the experience, and finally that will get him into the hot water where like he's out. Okay, so but we need that because there are certain things that need to happen to get to a point where we're at that problem, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But
Yes.
But yeah, I agree with you. Chapek is going to be one of those things that you're going to love him and hate him and love him and hate him and love him and hate him for different things. So, I don't know. I think we're going to be okay overall. I think we're going to, again, we had no park for 2 years, okay? That recovery is not a 2-year thing. It's going to be like a 5-year thing to try to recover from all of that. So sadly, we're kind of in a thing where the real world affected, again, our playground. And we're just dealing with the cleanup right now. We're talking like, Katrina came in and how, they're still cleaning up from that. So we're in that same thing where we had a massive, unforeseeable event come in and just wipe it out. And now we're going to basically rebuild everything. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Yep. We will make it through. I really think at the end of the day, we're going to be okay. And I think we're going to get back a lot of the things that we don't have now. And I think a lot of it has to do with the big problem of staffing. I think that is one of the big... Staffing and cost are the two biggest factors that are applying right now to the park. Because I think that, when you really think about it, affects our cost for going in. Well, affects our food for cost. It affects the food or the cost of food. It affects the cost of merchandise, for electricity, and go on and maintenance, and then you don't have the crews to do it. So there are gaps in the overall PMs, and then that affects everything. So then less people go. We got to charge a little bit more. It becomes a little bit of a vicious cycle. So once one of the main problems is corrected, which would be two of the big problems that need to be corrected. One is the CMs, which I think we will get back there. And the other one is going to be the cost of goods, which we will fluctuate back down, give us a couple of years, and I think we'll drop back to a point where we're making more they'll be making more profit without having to spend so much. So it'll be one of those things that they'll be making profit, but they can give and take and maybe reinvest into the park a little bit more heavily, and then overall increase the value. That would be my plan if I was Chapek. I'm like, okay, how do we drive costs down? That's what any CEO is going to do. How do I maximize my profit? How do I drive costs down? So those are all factors that apply.
And make the guests happy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they have to have the guest experience being number one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, how do we do all that?
And they do listen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm part of two. I have one right now, Disney Dialogue, that I'm in.
Oh yeah, I just finished mine.
I got to do mine. I'm looking at it right here in my email. Like, ooh, I got to fill you out.
Yep. And do that.
Yep.
Okay. Next issue, that they have to make everything a cause. Just make a good effing movie.
Nope.
There
All
go.
you guys. I can't do this one.
That goes along with the Richard signaling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just.
Yeah. I'm gonna go there. Okay.
I can't because we're supposed to be talking them off a ledge, not pushing them over.
Disney's not gonna. Okay.
Okay.
Go
Okay. Let me bring everybody to order. Everybody can take a deep breath. Calm down. Again, here is where we fall. Lightyear has not been doing well. Okay. The fact that they fired the head of Disney Television. These are all signs that even if they aren't doing it, the perception is that they are, okay? Even if you don't think that they're virtue signaling and all that and trying to make a cause, even if you don't feel that way, there's enough people out there who do, okay? So, like that one thing is, I don't believe in the devil, but, people do. Mm-hmm. Or he believes in you, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? So, my point is that the bottom line is going to be the driver. So, when they don't make their money, they apparently aren't with a couple movies now. The Marvel movies haven't performed. Disney Plus hasn't been performing.
Maybe I misunderstood this
Okay.
comment.
Okay. So basically, what as I take is that they're tired of everything. Like they try to make everything like we got to talk about that cause or this person or this belief or
Okay,
this
no, I
community.
understood it then.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no, you got it.
I
You
got
got
it.
it right.
Okay.
But yeah, and I made the comment earlier that yeah, we just want a good story, and again with with Miss Marvel, if they continue in that vein, they're going to be okay. Okay, again because it is good storytelling. It is. Mark, I think Mark, you're one of the people who look at that and you know when you're being, you know, an idea, if you want to put it that way, is being pushed on you or on us. For people who
absolutely.
There are people out there that are always looking for that, and for you, I feel kind of sorry for you if you are always looking for it.
Right.
There are things that I see. I'm like, okay, I know what you're trying to do, but I'm not going to let it bother me because
Sure.
whatever, I don't care. But I think the fact that the movies and the perception is there, again, Chapek is going to be like, hey, this isn't good for our bottom dollar. We need to correct this. So this is where you can vote with your dollar
Right.
and go, no, like Lightyear. I mean, the controversy over Lightyear. Like, I don't care. I don't care about, you know, a same-sex kiss. I don't care.
Does it add to the story?
Yeah, and that is the point. If it
Right.
adds to the story, then okay, I don't care. But if it doesn't, and it's just thrown in to be like,
Like at the was it episode 9 of Star Wars?
yeah,
Yeah, right.
a kiss at the end. I'm like, oh, okay.
That added nothing to the story.
What did that do?
Nothing.
I would have cared if they were building that relationship and
No.
having the two characters, and we knew that they were a couple. I'm like, okay, cool.
That's virtue signaling.
Yeah, but that to me is virtue signaling because they just threw it in. I'm like, why? That doesn't do anything.
Right. Yeah. You don't even know these people's names.
Yeah. And that is my point. Like, make it a good story. I agree completely, and I think they're going to have to return to that. And I think again, maybe I'm putting a little bit too much weight into Miss Marvel, but they are doing that right so far. I've watched 3 episodes, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, but they've all been they've been good.
Okay.
And they've been doing it correctly, in my opinion. Not overly in your face, not overly, just telling the story of the character, and that's all I want to know. That's all I care. That's all I care about. Make it good, make it enthralling, make it captivate me, captivate my imagination, pull me away, and all the other things about, you know, whatever community, whatever you want to support, don't even matter, because they're just part of it. I'll just go one real quick. There's a show that I haven't watched in a long time, and it's actually on Fox, which they own. It's called 911, but not 911. It's like Dallas 911 or Lone Star 911, okay? Mm-hmm. It has to do with a firehouse in Dallas, okay? And it has Rob Lowe in it.
Yeah, Rob Lowe. Right.
No, okay.
And he's a fire chief tasked that there's a massive accident. And let me speed up. There's a massive accident. Most of the guys in an engine house in the firehouse get killed in a massive explosion by an accident. So he's from New York. He is tasked with rebuilding that house. He brings people from New York to rebuild that firehouse, okay? Now, in his group of people is a trans firefighter, a Muslim woman firefighter, and his son who's gay. And everybody's like, oh my goodness, it's going to be, you know, crazy because you're in Dallas. Now, the trans happens to be a black individual. That was one of the best shows I've watched in a long time. Because the characters were so enthralling to watch because I understood. Not that I fully understood because I'm not them, but I got that the struggle, and they made them so personable and so likable. Like, you understood the struggle that they were going through in each individual case, and it made it compelling. And that is the way it needs to be done. Just tell good stories. Make the character good and compelling, and a lot of people will migrate to it. And for those of you who don't, then you're just being bigoted, and then it's not for you. And if you're bigoted, go away. I don't want you around anyway. But anyway, there you go. I think they're going to away from it. I think they're beginning to just recognize good storytelling is the key to everything. I hope.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to go there. Jess is saying no.
No.
But I think there are signs that they're changing that.
Well, they need to get rid of a couple people in order to do that.
And they might.
And they may.
That crazy woman
I
that
know.
did that stupid movie.
Oh, Turning Red?
Oh, yeah.
She said that was her sole, her sole purpose is to make sure that there is a gay or lesbian couple or this and that in every single Disney film moving forward.
Yeah.
That is her sole purpose.
I'm going to tell you this right now. If it doesn't make money, they're going to show her the door.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, they will.
I
But
think
how did Turning Red do? Does anyone know?
I have no idea.
probably horribly. I have no care to watch it.
Well, no, you shouldn't after the things I told you and the things
but
I saw.
But I had no care to watch it anyway.
I had nightmares.
Yeah, but my point is that I think with the firing of the head of TV is like I said, that is a sign that he's like, hey, we're not playing here.
Right.
We're here to work. We're here to make this company money. And if you're not doing it, the culture is about Disney, family, and making money. Maybe not in that order,
Right.
but in that cluster. If you're not going to fit in, don't let it hit you on the way out. I really think. Maybe I'm being overly optimistic, but I think there are enough signs there that are beginning to point back to good storytelling.
Yeah.
Good storytelling. So we'll see.
We'll see. All right. Last issue is still being cheap on things while having record profits.
Yeah, but record profits. I'm going to go there with record profits. Record profits doesn't mean record profits.
What does it mean?
Okay, just because you charge more doesn't mean you're making more.
True. Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
end of story.
But, I mean, even if they are, I mean, hopefully they reinvest that money into the park for better guest experiences. And
Well, we covered it before. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, we've covered that before. Okay.
There are more issues than just that.
Right.
And again, that's why I keep on telling you. I think we're in a weird place that we're gonna move away from, because again, I think I said it the episode before, maybe a couple, that with Universal stepping up their game, Disney's going to be losing market share, and at the end of the day, they will not abide by that, and there is no way that Chapek will abide by that. Okay. When Universal, that's why I said that they will never get rid of an AP, because the second they do that, Universal will go to every Disney AP like, hey, they don't want your money, we will.
Yep, absolutely.
And we'll give you stick it to Disney, use your code, stick it to Disney, or X, AP holder, and we'll give you an extra 20% off your AP. So Disney will not, again.
I like it.
Okay. See what I mean? So again, this is why I keep on saying Chapek is the devil we need, because he's going to look at that and go like, no. We cannot lose market share. We cannot lose market share. And the fact that he got re-upped tells me that he has sat down with the board and said, this is what we're going to do to regain any losses.
Right.
End of the day.
Yes.
So all these complaints that we have, pricing, overall experience, and all these are all core problems that have to be addressed in order for them to regain market share, anything that they have lost. That is why I have faith that we're going to have all of these corrected in a big way, maybe not 100% back, but returned in a big way, because at the end of the day, we said it, Disney is about money and market share, and making sure that the profit, that the shareholders get their return. And the fact that they're $90-something right now tells you they've got a lot of work to do. Yep. And for everybody who's been upset by all of these, they've been speaking with their dollars, and this is what we're going to get. We're going to get, because the voices will be heard, because it's getting louder and louder and louder. And the money is, at the end of the day, what's going to talk. Money talks, BS walks.
That's it.
There you go.
And with that, we're going to end that segment. Yeah, it's been good having LTP Therapy back. We're going to bring this back some other time.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Good one. We'll continue to do that. So if we did not answer your question correctly, please DM us and let us know, and we can definitely flush it out further for you.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to.
Absolutely. Okay, so that's going to wrap up episode number 155. Coming up, we don't know what the next show is going to be, but it'll be good.
Always.
So thank you so much for listening to us this evening. If you'd like to get a hold of us, you can reach out at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com. That's our email. You can also follow us on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast. We have our Linktree thingy on there, which has our links to RT Public T-shirts and stickers and things like that. Also has our Patreon link in there. Also check us out on leavingtodaypodcast.com, where you can become a Patreon member and everything else there as well. Jess, where can people find out more about you?
Let's see. My Instagram is Storybook Jess. My Facebook is Jessica Farfan. Our Leaving Today Podcast page on Facebook is Leaving Today Podcast. 2 words, Leaving Today Podcast. Snapchat code is way, way down on my Instagram. I say it every time, I should probably refresh that and add it to the top. And I don't tweet.
Okay. Udi, where can people find out more about you?
You can find me on my other podcast, The Amanda Show. We have been reviewing Obi-Wan Kenobi, and we are through. And wow, what an ending! Hey, Mark.
Wonderful.
Yep. Anyway,
I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about it here, but we're not going to, not now. Anyway, you can find me there, and you can find me on my Instagram, HAXGOALIE, Haxgoli. I do not tweet because Elon still hasn't made Twitter
Great again.
Yep. Still a dumpster fire waiting on you, Elon.
Yep, absolutely.
All
All
right.
right. And again, thank you, Jess, for the very cool sweatshirts.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very, very, very much.
Yeah, we're going to
welcome.
put a picture. We're going to send it to you. That's Castle Life Creations, so make sure that you check her stuff out.
Oh, yeah. Go check her out.
Very cool person, very cool ideas that she's got going on. Yeah, so that's going to be it. Until then, we will talk to you a little bit later. We love you. Adventure is out there, and we'll see you in the parks.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Disneyland is now ended its normal operating day. We hope you enjoyed your visit to the Magic Kingdom and that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon.
Please, sir, I'd like the randomizer. Please do not eat my flowers. Udi's gonna spank your butt. Somebody take these. How many of these?
Mark.
No.
They're going in the trash.
Mark.
My body's just stiff.
We'll give it a bit.
Yeah, give it a second.
Okay. Woo!
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.